Test. All right, I want to welcome everyone out, and I want to welcome all of our parents, our seniors, guests, donors, and our American Legion. And we're going to have our American Legion Post 61. We're going to have them present the colors and do the Pledge of Allegiance. We'll start from there, and then we'll have Mrs. Daniels come up and present the General Education Certificate, and then I'll follow, and then we'll go throughout the night just following the program. So let's go ahead and get started.
Sergeant of Arms, post the colors. Color Guard, post the colors. Hand salute. Please repeat with me the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 2. Color Guard dismissed.
Hi, I'm Bree Daniels with Snow College Concurrent Enrollment, and today I would like to recognize 10 seniors that completed their general education certificate while in high school, and most of them came last week and walked at Snow's graduation, so they're able to say now that they graduated from college before high school. By doing the GE certificate, they completed their general education courses and were able to get about a year and a half ahead of things when they graduate high school. Those students are Carly Dearden, Ryder Monroe, Camry Barrett, Sydney Brunson, Casey Christensen, Adeline Schwartz, Austin Bennett, Sarah Corey, Callie Whitaker, and James D. Graffenried. If those students are here, can you come up on the stage? Sorry, I should have started with that.
All right, this is kind of a fun award. This is the Anonymous Donor Award. We have a person in our community that just wants to remain anonymous, but they do a little research on our students and try to find somebody who has done good things, and then they just come in and just do an anonymous award. So I'm pleased to announce this award to Hallie Warner.
Appreciate the opportunity to be here. Our award from Holden Dental this year goes to Casey Christensen. We have a nice laptop computer for her, and hopefully she'll use that to get good grades over at Snow College. Congratulations, Casey.
My name is Jesse Bloomfield. I'm with Blue Mountain Dental over in Delta, and we wanted to give a scholarship that focused on a student who wanted to go into the health sciences. We asked the faculty and staff to help us choose this year, as we are not familiar with a lot of the students over here. We don't get to interact very much, but the recipient this year is Gabby Muniz.
Dixie Power is proud to give away scholarships every year to the students in our community. We have 3 scholarships this year, so could Luke DeGraffenreid, Lizzie Despain, and Emma Coyle please come up? We give out scholarships to seniors whose parents are either consumers or members of Dixie Power through the URECA Leadership Program or Senior Scholarships. And Luke DeGraffenreid has been awarded a senior scholarship this year for $2,000. Lizzie has went through the URECA program, and she excelled last summer at that conference, and she was awarded a $1,500 scholarship. And she will be returning as our youth director this next year. Emma also did really well at the conference, and she was awarded the Washington, D.C. leadership trip. And so she gets an all-expense paid trip to Washington, D.C. this summer.
It's a privilege for me to stand here tonight and tell you a little bit about a great man, my dad. Not only was I privileged to be one of his students at Millard High School, as he was the principal here for many years, but as I left, I heard great stories about Millard High. My dad truly loved the students of Millard High School. He respected the teachers and the administration, and he admired the parents. Beside every great man, as the story goes, is a great woman, was my mom. My mom and dad missed very few things that Millard High put on, no matter where it was. They were true Millard Eagles. I've had the opportunity this year to understand a little more about that love that my dad had for these students here. I've had the great opportunity to substitute this year, and to me, it was a great opportunity. I love your students. They are a great group of kids, and as parents, you should be commended for the great things that you do. It's an honor for me to honor two of these great students tonight in remembrance of my dad. Can I have Hallie Warner and Ryder Monroe, please?
Good evening. I'm Jack Lee, and this is Jason Despain, and we're here to present the Ebrick Foundation Scholarship Award.
I just wanted to share a couple of things. It's been an absolute privilege to interview 15 of the, I don't know how to describe it other than top students in Millard High. This has been the Ebrick Family Scholarship is an extraordinary scholarship. It's Hans Ebrick, for those of you who don't know, is the one that started Great Lakes Cheese. So Great Lakes Cheese is a big part of this community. A lot of people work there or have family that work there. And I think it's important to note how important it was for him. He was a Swiss immigrant, got here when he was 18 years old, showed up in the U.S., and had to make his way. And he didn't have the privilege of higher education, and he sees that as a very important step in life to achieve those goals. And so that's why he is awarding such a wonderful scholarship. Ultimately could be upwards, and I'll let Jack reveal the total amount of that scholarship. But it's just been an honor to represent the Ebrick family. They couldn't be here, but it's an honor for us to be here in their place.
Thank you, Jason. The scholarship, the award recipient will receive a total of $15,000 per year for a possible grand total of $60,000. This individual is certainly an individual that was really fun and really driven and very adaptable. We interviewed a number of different students, and I want to echo what Jason and Mr. Despain had commented on, and we have a high amount of excellent students that apply, and I want to say thank you and good luck to each one of you. The recipient of this year's Ebrick Foundation Family Foundation Award scholarship is going to Austin Bennett.
It's great to be here tonight, and it's really awesome to see those that are willing to invest in the future of the world and those here tonight. I'm Bevan Johnson, own the company here, and we've given a scholarship for many, many years, 20, 25 years or longer, and I'm glad to be here tonight Tonight we're going to award this scholarship to Sam Rasmussen. While Sam's coming up, I want to tell Sam, good job. There were quite a few applicants. They all did very well. I wish there was more money to go around to everybody, but congratulations, Sam.
Good evening. We're here to present this Shine for Miss Chevy Foundation Scholarship Awards. This is Miss Chevy. She was diagnosed with neuroblastoma at 15 months old. And she wasn't given much of a chance. And she is now 5. And she has made it to the survivorship clinic at Primary Children's. She just had her big scans and everything a couple weeks ago, and they decided that we're going to continue her IVIG treatments, which are immune treatments for right now. She still has a very low immune system. We started this foundation and the scholarships to pay back to Millard County, our communities that have helped us get through this. The scholarships are based on anybody that goes out in the medical field, and that means counseling, pharmacy, veterinarian, and we try to present 2 each year on each side of the county. So if I can have Sarah Corey and Emma Stevenson please come up. And Sarah, I believe, is going out in counseling, if I'm correct. And then Emma Stevenson was pharmacy. We have a family member that, it's Roger Kilpack. So that kind of touched our heartstrings also. So, let's see, can you and then Emma. And again, we'd like to thank our communities for helping us on behalf of the Mitchells, the Iversons, the Brazells, the Sorensens, and the Ashmans, and the Espinosas. Thank you.
I've been coming to this program for over 15 years, and this is by far the biggest crowd that I've ever seen. And it really made me nervous when I walked in. But I just wanted to thank Janelle Stevenson for all she has done for this program. Like, she has really done such an awesome job. So the first scholarship that I'm presenting is the Josie Greathouse Fox Memorial Scholarship. My son, Dallas Keys, and his friend, Mitchell Condi, when they were sophomores in high school, Josie Greathouse Fox, a former Millard County Sheriff's deputy, was killed in the line of fire in 2010. And they decided to start a scholarship for her. And since that time, over $26,000 have been awarded in both Millard and Delta high schools. Dallas has been able to come and award the scholarship every single year since that time until this year, and he was just married Saturday, so he is sitting in Hawaii on the beach. And so he asked me if I could do it. And he is he's really invested in this scholarship. And so he meticulously reads through every single application. And this year, he decided to award the scholarship to Austin Bennett. The next scholarship that I'm awarding is the Verlene Phillips Memorial Scholarship. In remembrance of my mother, who was an English and psychology teacher at Millard High School for 19 years. She passed away from breast cancer in 1994. My mom had a gift of being able to see the talents and gifts of each of her students. And so we have awarded this scholarship for approximately, it's been 16 years now. And I am so thankful that I am not the one who selects who wins the scholarship. It's my sisters. They review each application. This year, and we had a lot of great applications. This year, they decided to award the scholarship to Lincoln Fulmer and Nora Rasmussen.
Several years ago, my sister, Jeannie Monroe Young, established an endowment at Snow College for Millard High School students who wish to attend Snow College. She has asked me to present those awards tonight. Could have Josie Bond, Sarah Corey, and Casey Lund come up, please. My sister was really impressed with the work ethic and the goals that these young ladies have set for themselves. She is awarding $1,000 scholarships to each one of them.
Good evening, everybody. I apologize, it says Robinson Brothers on the scholarship. I feel kind of shafted. They all said, hey, you should come down, because this is my first year doing this, even though we've been doing it for a few years. We're all going to do this together, it'll be great. And then slowly they all started bailing, so here I am. So, for those of you that don't know, Josh Robinson, my oldest brother, embodied what it meant to be a Millard Eagle. When he played, he won, he lost, he laughed, and he cried with his teammates and his brothers by his side. He gave his all to himself and those around him for two reasons. He loved playing ball, and he loved those he played with. Before he passed away, his last wish was to go back and play again. He would forget about the score, playing time, victories, failures, and simply play because he loved it and those that he loved. His legacy was to love what you do and who you do it for with all you possess. It's in his memory that we offer this scholarship. This year was the hardest year to choose a recipient for our scholarship. And that's a tribute to all of you wonderful young athletes, young students here at Millard High that are working so hard. We love and appreciate your efforts. This year, we would like to award the JR7 for Love of the Game Scholarship to Hallie Warner.
Good evening. My name's Tom Conover, and I'm here to award this year's Dr. Mitzi D. Conover Memorial Scholarship. I haven't lived and I didn't grow up in Millard County or Fillmore, nor did I go to Millard High School, but I just wanted to say one thing. Being here for the second year as part of this, I'm just so astounded by the generosity of this community and what they give to their talented graduating students. It's amazing. Give yourselves a hand. You should be proud. I grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio. I liked my high school just fine, but we didn't do anything like you guys are doing, so it's amazing. And I am really grateful to be able to be a part of it. My wife, Mitzi Conover, we lost her to cancer in January of 2023. She was a proud graduate of the class of 1990 here at Millard High. And those of you who knew her or taught her know she was a bit of a high achiever. She took that generosity and those values that this community has with her when she went to the University of Utah, where she spent over 11 years in undergraduate and medical school and became a skilled and beloved community pediatrician. Nobody can miss Mitzi more than I and our family do, but I know that some of the children and families that she served over the years give us a real run for our money in that department. She just gave back so much, and she got her start here with all of you. So I really have to give thanks to the class of 1990 and the classmates of Mitzi's, because when we had lost her last year, this scholarship was not initially my idea. Some of the people who were close to her and knew her said that they wanted to do something to remember their friend, and they reached out to me and said, would this be okay? And my first thought was, well, heck yeah. But my second thought was, I wished I'd have thought of that, you know? But I am tremendously grateful, not only because they had that idea, but because those classmates, through their generosity, funded the first year and well into this year, which enabled me, along with Mitzi's parents, John and Carol Kimball, to decide that we wanted to do this for years to come. Each year we wish to award this scholarship to a young woman who exhibits the same qualities we knew in Dr. Mitzi, who we loved so much. And I know it gets said a lot this evening, but it's an honor to review those applications, you know, and to see the wonderful things that these young people are doing already and what they are planning to do. And it is so very difficult to choose who to award any of these scholarships to, because there are just so many great young talents here. So But without further ado, I will announce the recipient of this year's Mitzi D. Conover Memorial Scholarship is Miss Austin Bennett.
Grateful to be here. My name is Lyndon Friant, and on behalf of Jones & Mill Engineering, we'd like to present a scholarship to those that are going out in the STEM field. We've had about 50 applicants this year for 10 scholarships, and that range anywhere from the Uinta Basin down to Kanab. And it's great opportunity to be here for 2 years in a row to present this scholarship to Sarah Corey.
Our mom, Liz Brown, was always looking for ways to lift, love, and serve others, and the Liz Brown Memorial Scholarship was established to recognize seniors who emulate those qualities.
Tonight, we have the privilege of representing our family as we honor a graduate who has shown positivity, grit, and a desire to serve their community both now and in the future. Some of the things we love about our mom. We know they are going to make a difference wherever they are, and are excited to see all the ways they change the world.
We're very impressed this year looking at all the applicants, and it was difficult to make a decision, but we felt like the story of the recipient tonight really resonated with us and with our family. And I have had the opportunity to see her excitement in her chosen field as she has already started to launch her goals and her career. And so our scholarship tonight goes to Emma Stevenson. I've also been asked to present tonight for the scholarship for the Intermountain Fillmore Clinic, and we're looking for somebody interested in the healthcare field and somebody already doing service and setting and achieving those goals, and that scholarship from the clinic tonight goes to Sarah Corey.
Our family is very pleased to be here tonight. like someone else said, the boys all bailed out on us. So we're thankful that Melanie and Stacia's kids and Stacia and I could be here. We're here to award the Phil Blad Scholarship. Phil taught at Fillmore Middle School for 31 years, and he loved his students. He loved Millard County. He loved Millard High School. He loved sports and education. He loved anything that had to do with fishing or hunting. And so he died in 2021 of complications from COVID. And his brother and friends and sons decided that they wanted to have a fishing tournament in his honor. And they wanted to see if they could maybe raise some money to give scholarships out because education was so important to him. And so tonight we have scholarships to give, and we're so grateful for that. While we were at the fishing tournament this year, we had Corey Hoops come up to us at the fishing tournament, and he said, I love what you guys are doing, and we would like, my wife and I would like to give you $3,000 for two $1,500 scholarships, which we were totally taken back by. And so tonight we're able to give 5 scholarships. We have normally given 3, but we're able to give 5 because of Corey and Christine Hoops giving us enough for 2 scholarships also. So we will go ahead and announce who those are, and will you please come up?
Okay, our first recipient goes to Lincoln Fulmer. Our second recipient goes to Milo Jackson. Our third recipient goes to McKenna Maxfield. Our fourth recipient goes to Clay Stott. And our fifth recipient goes to Kason Wardle.
Okay. Just to add along with the Blads, this year we actually have a special scholarship award to give out. The backstory is this Corey Hoops that came to the tournament, he just happened to be in Otter Creek that same weekend and didn't know about the tournament and showed up. He won and caught one of the biggest fish and got an award for it, and he generously donated 2 of the Blad scholarships this year. He helped review the applications, and one applicant stood out to him, and he talked to Sharon. He's talked to me, and he just said, I just have a really strong feeling about this individual. The application stood out to me with her backstory, the willingness to share her personal history and her goals and her ambition to better her life. So Corey and his wife, they live in Las Vegas, and he would like to fully fund this individual for the next 4 years. He has offered to do $6,000 a year to the college of her choice. It will be tuition and books and everything covered that way, and up to 4 years, and would like to mentor her as she goes through college. She has an interest in business,
And this student that has been chosen to have her college fully funded is Ashley Munoz Cruz.
Hello, I'm Mike Utley, and I'm happy to be here on behalf of the Intermountain Power Project to present the IPP Outstanding Student Achievement Award. This award is for $2,000 to help the student further their vocational or academic education. It is based on school activities, community service, citizenship, and academic excellence. This year's recipient is Austin Bennett.
Hello, Millard High School. My name is James Dean, and I'm here tonight representing the Intermountain Power Service Corporation Employee Activity Organization. The EAO is a nonprofit organization designed to plan, organize, and carry out the activities and services on behalf of the participating employees at IPSC. This activity organization is not directly funded by IPSC, but by the members themselves. And every year, the EAO awards 4 Student Achievement Awards to 4 high school students that are deserving of the award from the IPSC participants, participating members. This year we had 15 applicants from employees that are participants in this throughout the state of Utah. Names were randomly drawn, and this year Millard High School we had one recipient. Please join with me congratulating Josie Bond of that award.
Good evening. I get to present a newer award for tonight to Miss Aubrey Rivera from Liquid Dry for a scholarship of $500.
Hi, I'm Molly Stevens from Signature Real Estate, and this year I'm on the board of directors for the Red Hills chapter of Realtors, which covers a lot of central Utah. And this year we were able to give away 3 $1,000 scholarships, and so we were able to award one of them to Ashley Munoz Cruz from your school. Ashley's really excited to go get started on her college experience. She's going to be going to Salt Lake Community College to pursue her associate's degree and then on to the University of Utah for her bachelor's degree in business. So we are very excited for her.
Hi, my name is J.D. Stevens. I'm here representing State Bank of Southern Utah. Every year, State Bank gives thousands of dollars in scholarships to schools represented throughout Southern Utah, all the areas that they serve. Here tonight, we have 2 scholarships that we'd like to offer. Could I have Hallie Warner and Ryder Monroe come up? I have to acknowledge as well, we had more applicants this year than we've ever had for this scholarship, and within our branch, we had more applicants than any other branch in the whole bank, and I think that resonates to the students here, the quality of kids that they are. We had a hard time going through all those applications. We felt like every one of them was deserving, but we want to congratulate these 2 tonight. I also have the opportunity to present a scholarship on the behalf of my grandmother, Audrey Burgess Quigley. She taught here at Millard High School for 17 years. She retired in 1982. There are hundreds of MHS students that she touched their lives. She promoted excellence in her home ec. She was the teacher in home ec. She has many descendants here tonight represented in this crowd, both as parents and students as well. She went on and was devoted in her education. She graduated from Dixie High School as a valedictorian and then continued as a pioneering woman at that time to Utah State to complete her education and to get her bachelor's degree even through the Depression. She taught also at the Kanosh Elementary School and Fillmore Elementary Schools before she moved on to the high school. There's some family members that are generous donors that are represented there, and that is discussed in the letter to the applicant here, but we'd like to award that scholarship to Callie Whitaker.
My name is Mrs. Dedamonte. I get to award the Joyce J. Bushnell Memorial Scholarship. It says for my cute little paper right here, it says Joyce J. Bushnell felt strongly that everyone should be as well educated as possible. Upon her own high school graduation from Millard High School, she attended Brigham Young Academy for 3 years at a time when very few women had that opportunity. Throughout her life, she remained a lifelong learner and made sure her children and grandchildren were encouraged to seek educational opportunities of every kind. In 1960, Joyce began a 27-year career at Millard High School as the administrative assistant for 4 principals. She was honored as the outstanding school secretary for the state of Utah in 1977. It's my honor to award this scholarship to Sam Rasmussen.
Good evening. This scholarship is in the memory of my husband, Spencer S. Coyle. He was a 1991 graduate of Millard High. He grew up in Kanosh, and during his high school years, he worked for the Forest Service as a seasonal firefighter. He loved the outdoors, and he enjoyed the adrenaline rush of this physically challenging job. And his seasonal firefighting initially sparked his interest in this field, and he decided to make it his career choice. And so he graduated with a degree in forestry from Utah State University and began his career as a professional wildland firefighter for the U.S. Forest Service and the Bureau of Land Management. And although it was a very challenging career, he loved his job and the people he worked with. He was greatly loved and respected in return. He had a strong work ethic and values, and he knew how to work hard, but also to play hard. And Spencer and I grew up in this area, and we were so excited to make this community our home. We settled in Holden with our 3 children. And in August of 2006, our lives changed forever. He was directing helicopter bucket drops on spot fires above Oak City. And high winds, or high temperatures, drought conditions, and winds fed the blaze as crews fought to contain it. And meanwhile, the wind shifted, causing the fire to blow up and race up the canyon toward him, and the flames overtook him. Now, while in high school, Spencer wasn't the smartest or the most athletic, and he was definitely not the teacher's pet, because he was a bit of a jokester. But growing up in this community and his experience at Millard High was part of what made him the man that he was. And this scholarship is our way to continue honoring Spencer and to give back to this community for their love and support. So it's a pleasure to award the Spencer S. Coyle Memorial Scholarship to Sarah Corey and Clay Stott. While they're making their way up here, I'd like to share some of their qualities that reminded me a lot of Spencer. So Clay wrote, "I am dependable. If I tell you that I will do something or be somewhere, I will show up and do it. If I'm given a job to do, I make sure it's done right the first time. I am a hard worker." And Sarah stated, "Challenges and trials in my life have been another factor in shaping me into the person I am today. I have learned how to overcome them and be resilient. I have learned how to bounce back and keep going even when things get hard." Congratulations to you two. I know Spencer would be very pleased. I also have the privilege of presenting the Dr. Julie Moody Buchanan Health Science Scholarship. And Julie was one of my best friends in high school, and I admire her for pursuing a career as a female in the sciences. This award is going to Casey Christensen.
I'm going to save the dad jokes, so we'll get to business here. I think I'm being timed. So, my name is Josh Fowkes. I'm a class of 2000 alum, and I am grateful for all that I've learned here from Millard High School, and a lot of your parents to the students probably know are around the same age I am now. It's just getting to that point, so we're getting old. But this scholarship was meant for an individual who we feel would embrace what it means to be a Millard alum. And we would like to present this scholarship to Sydney Brayman, who we feel will do that.
I have the honor of announcing the recipient of the Robert Ag Nelson Memorial Scholarship. This is a man who indirectly or directly has probably influenced everyone here. He was my childhood bishop and advisor when I went through high school in FFA, and influenced me to go into education, and I have great respect and love for this man. In behalf of the family, would like to announce the recipient of this, and that goes to Nora Rasmussen.
Hello, I'm Dakota Bullock. I am one of our science teachers here at Millard High School, and I will be presenting the Lee C. and May Birch Scholarship. This is one that they ask the science teachers every year to kind of decide on, and it is an honor to present this to Sarah Corey.
My name's Miss Chevalier, and I've been asked by Mrs. Jensen to present the Old Capitol Quilt Guild Scholarship. She told me how excited they were to have someone who is so qualified to be awarded this scholarship. So Casey Christensen, please come up.
It's my privilege to be here representing the American Legion Auxiliary Unit 61. We'd like to award 3 scholarships this year. The 3 recipients are Katie Dearden, Ryder Monroe, and Mary Stevenson.
I'm Dave Allen. On behalf of the American Legion, we come up with some money for scholarships, $500 apiece. We was really impressed with the applicants we got. It was really hard to choose just 2 of them. The donations that we get help fill this need for scholarships. So come and join us on the breakfast of the 4th of July, and you can help for next year. Our recipients, let's see, the first one, Emma Coyle. Jessica Robinson.
Hello, my name is Blake Stevens. I'm representing the Millard County Conservation District. The district's focus is on conserving and addressing important resource concerns such as improving and conserving water, eradicating invasive weeds, as well as other issues that could potentially impact our farming and ranching in our local area, so that we can continue to live the way we do in this area. This year's recipient is very involved in her family's farm and ranching operation and understands firsthand the concerns that face the agriculture industry and way of life. In fact, I had to laugh that her grandpa always had a saying that Scipio had the only reservoir in the state where the water never reaches the dam. Anyway, I would like to award this year's scholarship to Josie Bond.
Hi, my name is Lorna Adams. My husband Bart Adams, and I own the mushroom farm. And it's my pleasure to present the 8th annual award of the Mountain View Mushrooms Keep on Growing Scholarship. One of our core values at the mushroom farm is continuous improvement, and Bart is living that today. Earlier today, he was in a quarterly business coaching meeting in Chicago where he works on improving himself and also the business. The award tonight is for $1,000 per semester for 4 years for a total of $8,000. The requirements for applying are a GPA of 3.0 or greater, proof of acceptance to a university or trade school, and 2 essay questions about Mountain View's purpose and core values. Our core values, in addition to the continuous improvement, is also going above and beyond and teamwork. Our purpose is to improve the lives of our employees, customers, and consumers. I am pleased to announce the class of 2024 Mountain View Mushrooms Keep on Growing Scholarship to Santana de Herrera.
Hello, I'm David Barris. I'm the librarian here at Millard High School, and I'm honored to present the Millard High School Faculty Scholarship. This is for a student that has plans to go into the field of education. That's Carly Dearden.
We've had a great year this year in the FFA. We had 8 of our seniors receive the state FFA degree. We've had a lot of activities, and we've had several students from this class that went to Washington, D.C. and competed in many other areas. It's my opportunity tonight to present the FFA Leadership Scholarship to Josie Bond and the FFA Character Scholarship to Lindsay Starley.
Hello, everyone. The Sterling Scholar Program honors excellence in high school students. Being a Sterling Scholar shows a lifelong passion for learning and a commitment to service, scholarship, and leadership. We're very proud of our Sterling Scholars. They're always such a pleasure to work with. And tonight we'd like to recognize them with a medal, a cash award, and a stole to wear at graduation. A huge thank you to Mrs. Keel. She's the one who's behind the scenes making it all work. She doesn't come here, well, tonight she's at her grandson's ball game, but she doesn't want to get a lot of recognition, but she does a ton of work. So I just wanted to mention her. And she made sure that each student got an example of previous books, that they met their deadlines, or they were at least reminded of their deadlines, and that they got the graduation stoles. So I'm going to read the name of each Sterling Scholar and their category, and then if they just come up, we'd like to recognize them for all of their hard work and how well they've represented Millard High School. Josie Bond in Ag Science. Ryder Monroe in Business and Marketing. Elizabeth Despain in Dance. Kaisley Lunt, Family and Consumer Science. Camry Barrett in English and Literature. Callie Whitaker in General Scholarship. Sam Rasmussen, Mathematics. Shada Carter, Visual Arts. Tilden Stevens in Trade and Technical Education. Peter Robison in Music. And David Zavala in Speech and Drama. We're so proud of these students and how they represent Millard High School, and let's just give them one more hand. Great job, guys, girls.
Will Carson Mamet come up, please? So Carson and I had a little interesting conversation when I went to him and said that he was the only one that qualified for this Iron Eagle Award. And he goes, well, what do I have to do to get it? And I says, well, you have to come to the assembly. And he goes, do I have to dress up? I'm like, yeah, you have to dress up. And he said, do I have to walk up in front of everybody? And I says, yeah, you have to walk up in front of everybody. He goes, they're going to be expecting this big, muscly, buff guy, and I'm going to walk up there. And I tried to explain to him that's not what this scholarship or award is about. It's about recognizing someone who was willing to take my class for all 4 years and all 4 quarters, that was going to be physically and mentally demanding. And I only had one student who hit that qualification, and it was Carson Mamet. I do want to give a shout out to all my seniors who had my class. It is a physically demanding expectation of a class. I had a coach from another high school call me and say, "Do you mind filming some of your workouts and sending them to me? I'm just having a hard time showing my students what it really looks like to work hard." And so we filmed, we got the cameras from the weight room and we filmed them, and we had to blur out their faces and everything. But he called back a couple of weeks later and he was just amazed that the effort and the degree of hard work that our kids have. And I think that's something to be said in a kind of in a society that we're going away from, like a hard physical work ethic anymore. And so I want to tell the students, the seniors who had my class again, that how proud I am of them. And it is pretty neat as a teacher to sit back and watch them work so hard in a physical setting. So thank you.
Good evening, everyone. It's our pleasure to get to spend just a minute and honor some of our student athletes that we are extremely proud of. This is a great group of seniors. It's an amazing senior class. You can see the accomplishments on the back table back there. I'm pretty sure there's 3 state championships, 5 region championships, and we're still not done for the year. So we've done some amazing things. This is a great group of seniors, and we want to take just a second and honor a few of them. If I could get the following students to please come up: Mary Stevenson, Carly Dearden, Emma Coyle, Sam Rasmussen, Callie Whitaker, Ryder Monroe, Kaisley Lunt, and Acacia Remkes. This group of amazing student athletes are all of our academic all-state award winners this year. Mary for volleyball and girls basketball, Carly Dearden girls soccer and swimming, Emma Coyle girls soccer and swimming, Sam Rasmussen football, wrestling, track and field, and baseball, Callie Whitaker swimming and track, Ryder Monroe swimming, Kaisley Lunt girls basketball, and Acacia for track and field. Just so you guys know, Academic All-State is based off of GPA and ACT score. Huge majority of the time, the entire team is 4.0, which most of these guys are, with a very, very high ACT score. So please, one more round of applause for our Academic All-State winners.
You guys all have your certificates, right? You want to sit with that one? It's up to you. I'll just have all 3 of them come up.
Now I need Nora Rasmussen, Hallie Warner, and Sydney Brayman to come up, please. These 3 young ladies are going to have the incredible chance to move on and play their chosen sport at the college level. Nora is going to go to Central Wyoming College in Riverton, Wyoming. Hallie's going to go play softball at Sauk Valley Community College in Dixon, Illinois. And Sydney is going to Umpqua Community College in Oregon to play soccer. So congratulations, ladies. We just wanted to take a second, congratulate you, and give you a little recognition.
Okay. All right, the last one that we get to do are our Student Athlete of the Year awards. Every year when we do this, we have amazing applicants. All of our applicants for this are always multiple sport athletes, which is one of the biggest pushes behind this award. We award one male athlete of the year, one female athlete of the year, based on a handful of criteria and scoring system. All of the coaches get together, all the head coaches get together, sit down, discuss some of this, and then we run everybody's application through the scoring system. This year, it is my honor to award the Female Athlete of the Year award to Katie Dearden.
And for the Male Athlete of the Year, Sam Rasmussen.
Hello, everybody. I'm Mr. Stevenson, Ethan Stevenson, although probably some of the students out there don't even know my first name's Ethan. They probably just thought it was Steve. I usually go by Steve Ethanson, but now that I've gone to school with most of your parents, they don't know who Steve is. They usually have to ask their kids who, and then they're like, Steve. But it's my pleasure to be able to honor our student council. So if my student body officers could please come up right now, then I can talk about them as they come up. I had the privilege of being voted as student body president when I was in high school, and as I came back to teach here at Millard High School, which was something I never even dreamt of doing once I was in high school and even in college until when I decided I was going to teach. And then even then, I never thought I'd be able to make it back to Millard High School and give back to the school that gave me so much. It's cool to see Mrs. Stevenson, Laree Stevenson out there. She was my student body advisor and taught me so much about leadership and what it meant to be a Millard Eagle. And then as I came back here, and it was right as the transition period came, I just lucked out into being able to be the student body advisor because she was retiring, I was coming in new, and they asked if I would do it, and I gladly accepted. And I'm so glad I did, because I get to rub shoulders with some of the finest students at Millard High School that have been voted to be the leadership by their peers. And each year when I get my new student council, it's funny because I get students asking me, I get faculty asking me if I'm nervous for the new student council. And as these ones came in, they asked me if I was nervous. I was like, oh, I don't know, a little bit. I mean, I've got a nephew, and that's always weird, especially when he calls me Uncle Steve. I didn't like that one at all. And then the rest of the student council knew I didn't like it, so then they did it, and it was just weird. But we decided Tio Steve was okay, so we'll go with Tio, which means uncle, for those of you who don't speak Spanish. They often ask me if they were my favorite student council. I'm trying to look out there and see if any of my previous student council members are out there because get me in trouble. But honestly, they're probably the ones that have kept me on my toes the most. I have really enjoyed them. They learn to read all my emotions. I'm kind of an emotional guy. I can flip a switch really quick and all of a sudden just be ornery. And they knew that, and they were pretty quick to offer me a Coke or a Red Bull or something and knew what I needed. They knew I needed caffeine, was usually when I was at my orneriest. But I really am thankful for them and their willingness to serve Millard High School, their willingness to put on activities, not only, and try to support everybody. I think a lot of the time, students that aren't athletes kind of get lost in the shuffle because we go and support the many different activities and games that the athletes could participate in. But the student council was trying to think outside the box to try to support everybody at Millard High School, and I think they did a great job. And again, I'm so thankful for them and what I have for them, the certificate and a very minor scholarship doesn't do justice for the leadership that they provided for here for Millard High School. But again, thank you guys.
All right, I have the honor of awarding the MHS Leadership Award. This MHS Leadership Award is established in honor of Laurie Stevenson, who served on the faculty of Millard High School for over 30 years. She was a longtime advisor to the student council and senior class officers and loved working with the students who put in effort to become the great leaders that they are. This award recognizes the graduating senior who displays outstanding leadership while a student at Millard High School and is nominated and selected by the faculty. The awardees should demonstrate all of the traits of a great leader, including hard work, vision, and the ability to motivate others. They should be an example of good citizenship and service. The winner receives a $1,000 cash award and a plaque. And can I get Sam Rasmussen to come up?
We will now be announcing our high honor, salutatorian, and valedictorian. We would just like to commend these students for their dedication of 4 years' effort to this excellence. And, 4 years is a long time to have that vision and that commitment and that dedication. And we recognize these 20 students for the stellar humans that they are, and we're so proud to have been working with them. So, we'll start with our honor. Sydney Brunson. Nikaylee Hem. Luke DeGraffenried. Carly Dearden. Kaylee Taylor. Emma Stevenson. David Zavala. Casey Christensen. Lawson Carter. And Kaisley Lunt. And just while they come up, I'll tell you how we determine our honor and high honor. It's not just based on GPA. We have an equation that we factor in their ACT score, their classes of rigor, which means if they've taken 4 or more college classes, and their GPA. So there's a lot more that goes into this than we realize, and these are students who have demonstrated such excellence in that regard. We'll move on to high honor students now. Well, we'll wait a second. Okay, now on to high honor. Sarah Corey. Mary Stevenson. Addie Schwartz. Jalen Larson. Austin Bennett. Kason Wardle. Jessica Robison. Sam Rasmussen. It's slightly chaotic doing all this, so you'll get your chords after.
All right, and our top two students for the 2024 school year, a salutatorium, this is the second place, is Ryder Monroe. And for your 2024 valedictorian is Callie Whitaker. All right, it's such an honor to be here tonight, and it's just such an amazing thing to see all of the donations come in from all the families and the people that are involved in this, businesses, and it's just awesome to see the generosity that our community gives to our students here at Millard High School. And this year is a large class. There's a lot of students. We have 119 on slate to graduate this Wednesday after tomorrow, and it's a cool thing. We have some really good students, and that's in thanks to all of the parents. You guys have done a great job raising your kids, and we appreciate all of you. Also, I want to give a huge thanks to our staff, our teachers, our faculty, and Janelle for organizing all this. And they do such a great job, and they actually stress a lot about how they teach and what they do with the students. And you can tell kind of at the end of the year they get a little worn out, and it's because they have worked so hard this year to teach our students. And I just want to say thanks to our faculty and staff and everybody that's involved in these students. Thank you. All right, and that concludes our assembly tonight. And we are going to be handing out tickets for graduation. We'll do that out in the hallway out here. Just come find us. We got an envelope with your name in it, and we'll hand those tickets out. And good night.
And the honor and high honor students, if you want to come get your cords.